So yes, guys, welcome back to MTA 360. So as we all know, we won the first game at the Old Trafford 1-0 against the Man United team. So to be fair, in records or in paper or in book, we have not been defeated by Man United for so long by any other Big Six teams, as well as we have after 2006. This is the second time in a row that we are defeating United at Old Trafford. So, yes, that's a positive note. But in terms of the performance, is it a good performance? I don't think so. Is it what is expected from Arsenal? No, not at all. Is it what is expected from Saka, Odegaard, Gyökeres? Never. We have to our players have to gel in, give good performances and outscore most of their players rather than like sneaking a win 1-0 uh, in most of the games. We should have these kind of games, but not every time. Let's discuss on this topic and Arsenal versus Man United with a United fan, welcoming Varun to the stream. Hi Varun.
Hey man, how are you?
I'm fine. This is the first time I guess you're coming to MTA 360. You have been on
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Malayalam channel. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Happy to be here, but not happy as a United fan, I guess. Or
Yeah,
are you okay with?
I can't complain to be honest. Look, like you remember what happened last season, and after that, this is the first game, like first competitive game United are playing, and then they put a performance like that. Obviously we didn't get the result, but then I have to, comment on the performance. Performance was really good. There were few things in the Amarim system that we were starting to see more than that, seeing it's working. It's working against good teams, which is very important. So yeah, obviously happy with the performance, but we didn't get the 3 points. But I'm hoping that the next games would be 3 points for us. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Seeing the game, that 90 minutes from United, never felt like the team that finished 15th last season. It never
Yeah,
felt like that. Yep. Yeah. So it is a complete opposite to what they have been performing last season or maybe before that. Let's not
yeah,
consider the era before Amarim. It's something that we have to leave upon. It's something
yeah,
what Amarim will do for United. So uh, it's on a positive note more for United than an Arsenal uh, in this game because Arsenal's performance, like the expectation from Arsenal is way higher than uh, what they have done in that game,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I
So
mean, the main thing is that, like, what is Arsenal trying to achieve this season, and what is United trying to achieve this season? So when you give answers to that, like Arsenal
yeah,
obviously trying to get the biggest prizes, like Premier League, Champions League, and for us, it's about getting European football. Ideally, we would want Champions League. So the expectations from the fans of the respective teams is completely different. So yeah,
yeah. So basically, the thing is, we cannot. I don't want to say that every game should be performance based, or let's say we should dominate like 38 games in Premier League. There
yeah,
will be games where uh, uh, we might not dominate, but games like United, because the thing is, it was not in Emirates, it was in Old Trafford, which is a hard stadium for us to get wins. We you know the history. So after 2006, I guess last season or the season before that, we had a win there. Other
yeah,
than that, it was usually even though United team had a bad team, we never used to get a win there. It was either a
yeah,
draw or a loss.
yeah,
Considering that it is a good 3 points, first game of the
yeah,
season, everything, and it was a game that let us know what are our drawbacks, where we need to improve, where we need to get the team focused on. So in that case, I would say Odegaard's performance, Saka's performance, and no involvement from Gyökeres is the learnings that we had. So similarly, what are the learnings that you found out from that game? What positive and negative things that you saw?
yeah. I think a few players that stood out. I'll start with the player. So first was Cunha. I know like he's a very good player for Wolves, but seeing him in a United shirt, making some touches, getting those turns. I mean, receiving the balls in dangerous areas. I mean, it was really good. It was a very good performance. There was a situation where he started from United's half and then ran all the way until the goal post of Arsenal, and then
Yeah,
by the time he reached the box, he got tired. So the shot was not good, but that was
yep,
really good. We haven't seen that from a United player. Like, I don't know, Ronaldo used to do it. I think. I mean, it was that time ago. And then Dogu, we signed him in January, and it didn't look uh, uh, completely convincing. The player when he played last season, but Dogu this season with proper preseason, he looks really good. He took a beautiful shot that struck the post. So I think
yep,
he's really good. Dedit looks amazing. Embomo can improve. So the players are starting to understand what are the demands in an Amarim system, what their roles are, which is very important. And for Amarim also, he needs to also understand what his best 11 is. So he's also still discovering few things. So I think it's more positives than negatives. I would focus on the positives at this point, but let's wait for 5 6 games and see what happens. If it's still like play very well one game and then play very bad the next game, then obviously this is not sustainable. There would be problems, and then there would be this sack Amorim. I mean, those things would come back. So hopefully that doesn't happen. This remains sustainable. Yeah,
yeah. So that is positive part from United's perspective. But in terms of Arsenal, if I speak, there are positives, but not that much positives from the game.
yeah,
Overall, if you say when you look at the paper after a week, yeah, 3 points. Arsenal covered it. First game of the season. Strong contenders for the trophy. So
yeah,
we should maintain it. If you remember, there was a season where Chelsea had no performance, but they won the league
yeah,
by sneaking in games like these. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, when big games come up, first 6 games, if you look into the Arsenal fixtures, it is a very tough run. We have City, we have Liverpool, we have Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, and all whatnot. All these teams are there. So if you can sneak through, if you say uh, Arsenal will sneak through all the wins like 1-0 against Liverpool, City, and Newcastle, and
yeah.
we didn't do a performance, I am happy with
I'm
it.
happy. Yeah, every
And
fan
let
would be happy. Yeah,
so in the same way, if someone says United are performing very well but not getting the points, you won't be
yeah,
happy by the end of the day. Like
exactly.
after 6 7 games, you'll
See,
say we are
results.
performing
It's
well.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, results is the main thing, right? Like that's where like people like Mourinho stood out from the rest.
yeah,
Sometimes the games would be it's so dull. I mean, it's defend and counter. Those kind of things like anti-football, negative football. Whatever we can call it. But then at the end of the day, he got the 3 points, and people were like, "Yeah, I'm happy with it." He
yeah,
so there are ways you can win, but then with Arsenal, the problem is you can't like one fine season come and say that I'm gonna play in a complete different way where we're gonna defend and rely on
yeah,
set pieces. So there is a level that is expected from Arteta and the players. So that would happen, but for us, it's different. Like we have seen what Sporting could do, like Ruben Amorim's Sporting team could do, which has not transpired here. So
yeah.
we're hoping for that to happen. So hopefully that will happen. I mean, I think this is a positive start. So hopefully that will happen. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Everything is positive in terms of United, but in terms of Arsenal, let's say a left wing has been a weak point that has
yeah,
been reflecting in the game against United as well. In terms of Saka's performance, was not expected because we know how Saka performs in every game for Arsenal. So there is an expectation even before the start of the game. Like if you say 2 days before the game, and if you want to say the lineup, Saka's name, Saka's, Odegaard, Rice, and let's say now Gyökeres and Zubimendi's name. These are the five names that are gonna be there in the team,
yeah,
leaving out the back line. So
yeah,
even though leaving all other players, Saka would be there in the team sheet for sure.
yeah,
But
yeah,
from a player like Saka, such a performance against United was not expected because it was a very underwhelming performance from Saka, I would
yeah,
say. But can't blame him as well. We cannot rely on one player. Other players has to perform when one player is not there.
yeah.
What do you think about Odegaard's performance when you saw the game?
I mean, Odegaard, I think the main thing was that, like, to understand Odegaard's performance, I think we first look at the stats. So, United had over 60% possession in that game, and that doesn't usually happen against Arsenal. Like, Arsenal is a team that has good control in midfield, so they would always have good possession stats. Like, they would be able to handle every teams pretty well. Now, in
Yeah,
this game, what happened was that it was really difficult for Odegaard to be in dangerous positions. So he had to come all the way back to the defensive line, get the ball from either Saliba or Gabriel to be actually involved in the game,
yeah,
and then he was trying too much at times. So because he had to be in those dangerous pockets of space to attack, but he couldn't. I mean, the balls were not coming to him because it was too much people in midfield, so they were blocking all the passing lanes, and it didn't happen. So I think Odegaard is a fantastic player, but then every player can have a bad day. I think Odegaard had a kind of like a bad day, but obviously it's not like everyone played well and Odegaard was bad. It is a team sport at the end of the day. The others were also not playing as much as we expect from them. So I think Odegaard on a like when we speak about Odegaard, I think the performance could have been much improved.
yeah. Yeah, in terms the if you take my perspective on it,
Yeah,
Odegaard performance was very weak in that game because there were chances or instances where he could have opened up the wings, like a long pass or a through ball pass, which he should have done a millisecond before. He didn't
yeah,
do that. He took an extra touch and wasted the time, and then the players would have already like the defense players would have already covered the positions, which delayed the counter attacks from Arsenal's end. That is
yeah,
one case. Second case that you mentioned was Odegaard going too deep into the back line to receive the ball, which was not expected from my end because with the inclusion of Zubimendi and Rice playing in, I don't want Odegaard to come deep down to get
yeah,
such balls. I want Zubimendi to pick up the ball. I'm not saying Zubimendi is not doing it. Zubimendi is getting used to the physicality and everything. But the
yeah,
problem is Zubimendi when he goes to the left, there is no one to cover on the right side or the left side. Same vice versa. The
yeah,
midfield trio has not found out a combination where like we know when Messi and Iniesta, Xavi, all those Busquets, all these
yeah,
midfield, they knew where these players should will be, even
yeah,
without looking as well. That thing has not at all come up with these players.
yeah,
Understanding that even with Partey and Odegaard, they knew where they will be, so that he can pass the balls. That takes time. That is
yeah,
what I'm giving them. First 5 games, maximum 6 games.
yeah.
So yeah,
That's why I also think so. So like Arsenal fans shouldn't get too much carried away with this performance, but like you need to always remember, like almost remind yourself that you won the game, you got 3 points, so you got all the points that is available. So it's not like you have lost the game, you won the game, you got 3 points. Performance, yeah. I mean, I understand that it wasn't great, but then there's these are like really good players. They've proved to be good players for the past few seasons. Like
yeah,
obviously, yeah, there is this question mark of where is the big trophy. There is it, but then it's not an easy trophy to win. Like you don't just win it. It's a very difficult trophy, one of the hardest leagues in the world. So, I mean, we Arsenal fans need to I saw some of the reactions from other fan channels and things like people need to calm down. You won the game.
Yeah,
There are still 37 games to go. Jokeres is going to improve. Odegaard's like obviously Zubimendi is going to find Odegaard at the end of the day. He's going to find a way to get
yeah,
him into the right places. And Saka obviously is going to have good games. So things will
yeah,
definitely improve. So let's see how soon can they improve. They shouldn't lose points because they're
yeah,
looking for the
yeah.
yeah
The shambolic part here is Arsenal fans, even
yeah
after a win, I can say criticize the performance. Like pushing out players saying Jokeres is not the player that we wanted. Jokeres is not good. That this after a single game from Premier League, throwing up
yeah
such kind of things, I don't personally feel that is the right way to do it. Odegaard's performance, yeah, you can criticize because that has been going on from last season, from after his injury. Saka, you cannot blame him because this is after a long time. Saka is missing such a performance.
yeah
Zubimendi is getting used to Premier League, so there needs to be time for them. This is just the first game. At the end of the day, you got 3 points. You're in the points table. That's what. So yeah.
exactly man.
Anyways, bro, that was a small Arsenal United like a review kind of a thing.
Reviews kind of
So
yeah
yeah, hopefully in the second week we both get wins.
yeah. You guys are playing
And
Leeds right next game Leeds.
yeah, yeah, Leeds
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on Saturday. So you guys are playing Fulham, I guess.
Fulham. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So hopefully both teams get a win that day.
yeah,
And yeah, let's hope we achieve our goals this season. And thank
yeah.
you for joining, bro.
No
Anything
problem, no
else to
problem.
add on?
No, man, no, man. That's all. That's all. Like, let's see. It's just started. Like, people need to calm down. That's the message I have for both
Yeah,
United fans and so there are sections of United fans saying that it's the same United. We are not winning any games, and I mean, like, I'm pretty sure those fans haven't seen the game because people who have seen the game would have understood that something is happening. Something is improving.
yeah,
So please calm down and wait maybe seven like you said 6 games or 10 games and then if your team is still not good enough then obviously you have every right to go about it so yeah
yeah.
that's my message basically.
No worries, man. Thank you for joining. For the next video, it'll be a Leeds, like a Leeds pre-match game preview here, pre-match preview here. So for that, please tune in to MTA 360 for more other videos and fan debates, fan discussions, and everything. Thank you for joining, guys. Have a great day.